Yes, Chelsea fans, welcome along to the stream. Hopefully, you're all good. We're back again. Man City. Man City again. Who'd have thought we'd end up with this lot again? But we're here, unfortunately, with them. Loads of changes to Man City's team. Loads of changes to Chelsea's team. And guys, today is members only chat. If you want to be a channel member, if you are a channel member, then come and get involved. And get involved in the chat. If you're not a channel member and you want to be a channel member, then head to my homepage and click that join button. It's as simple as that. It's only 99p a month to be a channel member, to get involved in chat in the game. Just rewarding my channel members for their support is what we're doing on the channel here. So if you want to have your say during the live match commentaries, then all you need to do is hit that homepage, hit my actual channel page, hit the home button. Second, so I'm just got to turn the sound off, the coverage. So yes, so important news today. Benoit Badiashile and David Datro Fofana are both on the bench. Big changes for Chelsea today, Chelsea's team, which is good to see. Woodshadow, how are you, mate? Good to see you as well as Dale. Good to see you as well, Dale, of course. So, where's me? Just getting my stuff arranged here. Hopefully won't have the same issues that I had the other day. So yes, there's plenty of changes for Chelsea. So let's go through the Chelsea team before we get underway, and the Man City team, which kickoffs in about 9 minutes' time. So let's have a look here then. So let's bring the teams up. So Chelsea's starting 11 is this: Kepa's in goal, Humphreys, Chalobah, Koulibaly and Hall at the back four, Jorginho and Kovacic the base of the midfield, 3 in behind the striker, Ziyech, Gallagher and Mason Mount. Kai Havertz is up front. On the bench for Chelsea is as follows: Bettinelli, obviously we know Mendy's out, Azpilicueta, Badiashile, Cucurella, Thiago Silva, Chukwuemeka, Zakaria, Hutchinson and Fofana, which is good. It's good to see the changes. So the 6 changes are Humphreys, Chalobah, Hall, Jorginho, Gallagher and Mount that come in from the team that started against Man City the other night. Obviously we know Pulisic and Sterling were both injured. Man City have rotated their 11. The Man City 11 is this: Ortega, Moreno, Walker, Akanji, Laporte, Gomez, Rodrigo, Bernardo, Palmer, Mahrez, Alvarez and Foden. On the bench for Man City, it is strong: Ederson, Phillips, Stones, Aki, Cancelo, Gundogan, Haaland, De Bruyne and Lewis. So, this is an important match for Chelsea. It's an important game for Chelsea. We need to try and react to what happened the other night. A lot of people are going to write us off. Based on our starting 11, based on their starting 11, then I think we got a good chance to get a grip of this game and hopefully set our stall out. And then from that, what we can then do from there, I've just got to put this out on my Twitter, by the way. Now, one moment, people. Okay, so just tweeting that out. Perfect. Okay, guys, so apologies. Right, let's get back into it. So Woodshadow says, hope we don't get any new injuries. Did you hear about the private medical department used by celebs hired by the board? I didn't. I haven't read a lot about that, I have to say. I've been a bit of I've sort of been thinking the last couple of days if I'm too harsh with some of my videos on Graham Potter. If I am being too harsh, I'm not so sure that I am. But with the amount of injuries that we've got, and the reason I'm thinking this is as is Woodshadow and everybody else. Think of the injuries we've got. So you've got Reece James, Wesley Fofana and Ben Chilwell. Now, Graham Potter likes Fofana and he's spoken openly about him being key. So you have to consider that's 3 out of our 4 defensive players or 5 defensive players that are missing, which is a big ask, a big something really. It's just a real pain to try and deal with. Then you've got N'Golo Kante, who will be a starter all day long. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, maybe not, but the Conte. So you've already got 4 of your starting 11 out injured. If you then think of adding to that who else has been out or who else is out, missing, and you think of Christian Pulisic now, is he going to be a starter? You're also thinking about Mason Mount was injured the other day, but then you got Raheem Sterling. You're looking at least 6 players out of a starting 11 that are not there. And let's just say at least 4 or 5 that Graham Potter's had to deal with from the beginning. So I still think that Potter needs to do better when it comes to influencing games with his substitutions, with his tactical lineups and his decisions. So let's just see what happens. But welcome along, everyone. If you are watching the stream, then welcome. This is the only place we're going to get actual ball-by-ball radio-style coverage of the game here. Unfortunately, if you want to actually get involved in chat, then starting from today, you'll need to be a channel member to get involved in chat, because I need to reward my channel members for all of their support. And my channel members have been sticking with me from the word go, and it's been outstanding. All it costs you is £1 per month. That's all it is, and you can get involved in. And I'll try and read out as many of the chat from the channel members that I can. Depends on how many members are going to be on. The game is being transmitted and broadcast by the BBC in the UK. It's on national TV, free to view. So, might not get that many viewers today, but we're going to give it a go anyway with my alternative commentary. Why not watch the BBC coverage but listen to my commentary instead? Combine the two. How about that? Anyway, we've got ourselves 4 minutes before kickoff. Time to get some refreshments in while we're here, but not go too mad. By the time this game finishes, going back in and putting my little boy to bed, so I can't go to OTT. Let's just say that. But do you feel as though Chelsea are being written off before this game's even started? Bearing in mind the Man City team is still strong up front, but they've made plenty of changes through their midfield and they've made changes through their defence. It's an all-star lineup on the bench for Man City without question. So I just wonder, and of course, just remember today, we have got on 9 minutes, it's been encouraged amongst the Chelsea faithful on social media. On the 9th minute today in the away end, the chant of Vialli, Vialli, Vialli will ring out from the Chelsea fans in tribute to the legend that is Gianluca Vialli, whose legend will live on 100%. Such sad news. A real one of those devastating days, unfortunately. Gianluca Vialli, for me, started the revolution in his time, and it's such a shame. Anyway, let's get back to the game as both teams come out on pitch. Chelsea in their familiar blue shorts, blue socks, blue shirts, blue shorts, white socks. Man City light blue shirts, white shorts and light blue socks. As I've said, there is plenty of changes afoot. For both teams. So yeah, Thiago Moreno's in goal for City. Walker, Akanji, Laporte, Gomez, Silva, Rodri, Foden, Mahrez, Alvarez and Palmer. Star-studded bench for Man City, as we said. Ederson, Phillips, Stones, Aki, Cancelo, Gundogan, Haaland, De Bruyne, Lewis on the bench. 4-3-3 advertised for Man City. As for Chelsea, Kepa's in goal. Chalobah, Humphreys. At the back, Koulibaly, Hall. Chalobah's been advertised as starting at right back. 4-2-3-1. Jorginho and Kovacic based in the midfield. Ziyech, Gallagher, Mount, Havertz. Bettinelli, Badashili, Thiago Silva, Zakaria, Fofana, Azpilicueta, Chukwuemeka, Cucurella and Hutchinson on the bench for Chelsea. This is a big, big game today. This is a chance for Chelsea to hopefully play well and get one over Man City. Everyone expects Chelsea to get hammered, even with this rotated team. But we shall see. Hopefully, we can't do worse than we did the other day in the second half, opening 20, 25 minutes, which really killed us. So let's get cracking with this one. Let's get the drink open. Sold out Ethiad by the looks of it as well. Obviously, cannot watch with the sound on. I can imagine the Chelsea fans are in full voice, absolute full voice today. The pre-match rituals are taking place. Of course, Jorginho's reinstalled as captain today, alongside Kyle Walker, who's the captain of Man City today. Robert Jones is a referee. If you've not heard it already, the winners of this, in the fourth round, take on the winners of Oxford and Arsenal. Focus on Conor Gallagher. Only got the one goal for Chelsea so far. That was against Crystal Palace. The players now surround the centre circle, paying tribute. To Gianluca Vialli. A minute silence. That's turned into a minute's applause for Luca Vialli. What a player. What a manager for us. And what a man. Gianluca Vialli. If you've never seen him play at Chelsea, never seen his goals, and check my Twitter account. I've retweeted a video of a compilation of his goals at Chelsea. Outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. He joined Chelsea. He came to Chelsea after winning the Champions League with Juventus. A lot of people question that move. He never did. He came to our football club and was immense. Immense on pitch, off it. An absolute legend for Chelsea. A lot of people talk about the legends of our club that won trophies. Luca Vialli did. He won 4 trophies at Chelsea. People talk about Champions League and the Premier League. This guy began to turn the tide. So here we go. So Chelsea are about to kick off. We're kicking from right to left. In our familiar strip, Havertz leading the line through the middle, supported by Mount, Gallagher and Ziyech in behind. Jorginho and Kovacic middle of midfield. We are strong. We've got 2 youngsters. We've got Humphreys playing as centre-back next to Koulibaly and Hall on the left-hand side. Hall's been outstanding since he turned up in the first-team squad. Thing is, for Chelsea, if we do get ahead in this game, we kick off, by the way. And they got the big guns to come on anyway. We kick off. Kovacic, Jorginho, back to Koulibaly. Square to Humphreys. First touch in the first team. Lays it off to Chalobah. Moves back to go and collect the ball. And goes back to Kepa. Takes the touch, Kepa. Now drags it over to his left-hand side to Hall. Up against Kyle Walker. Can't win it. Walker wins it. Then discovers Koulibaly. The mountain that's Koulibaly. Kyle Walker just run into him and just literally bounced off him. Bounced off him and hit the floor. Now, we're a minute behind. As you all know, we're 1 minute behind the actual coverage. Hall take the throw in. Deep in us inside of our half. Ziyech heads it down to Mason Mount, looking to play Havertz in behind. Broken up by Akanji on halfway. He finds Walker. Right on halfway line now, Walker is forced to go all the way back to the goalkeeper. Or Thiago Moreno. Out to Laporte. Left-hand side of centre. Up towards the halfway line. Out to his left-hand side to Foden. Held up by Gallagher. Foden has to go all the way back to the goalkeeper again. Outside of his own box at the minute. Plays it back out to the left-hand side for Laporte. Gallagher's after him again. Well done, Gallagher. Him and Laporte having words because Gallagher left one on him. Referee didn't give a foul. Walker on the right-hand side now tries to find a ball up the line. Cut out by Hall, but broken up by Man City. Bernardo Silva. They got the runner, Alvarez. Humphreys goes with him. Back out to Bernardo, right-hand side. Our left-hand side to the byline. Humphreys, well done. Steps in, just waits. Puts his foot on the ball and breaks the play up and finds Kai Havertz, who's crowded out by Akanji. Rodri wins it. Gives it to Foden. Collects it. Foden playing deeper today. Left-hand side is Palmer. About halfway inside of our half on the byline. Walking pace again at the minute. Chelsea defensive line is holding firm and doing well. Koulibaly and Humphreys have swapped positions. Koulibaly's now playing the right-hand side of centre. They play the ball up the line to Palmer, but Chalobah does really well to crowd him out. And Gallagher finds Ziyech inside of our half, halfway. Turns, couple of players, goes back to Koulibaly, finds Humphreys. Back to Koulibaly under pressure. Koulibaly now plays the ball forward. Up to Kai Havertz, who's pulled out to the right-hand side and does really well under pressure. Finds Jorginho, long ball forward, looking for Gallagher. It's too far in front of him. Gallagher gives up the chase. And it's easy for Laporte, who finds Akanji. Finds Walker halfway inside his own half. Back to Akanji, just outside his own box. Hi, Jane. Good to see you in. Left-hand side again is Laporte. 10 yards inside his own half, left-hand side. Up the line to Foden. Or Palmer, sorry. Back to Laporte. Chelsea doing well with their press again, as we did the other night in the first half. Rodri. Laporte in the left-back position now. Tries to find Foden. He does a little 1-2, but then Gallagher holds him up. And then Rodri moves forward and they find Rodri. Mounts after him. Left-hand side's Palmer up against Chalobah. Goes up the line to Rodri. Mount holds him up by the corner flag. Back to Palmer. Goes back one more to Laporte. Ball in behind, looking for Foden, who's got in between defenders and forced out wide by Jorginho. Back to Palmer. Crosses blocked by Chalobah. Back to Palmer again. Laporte, level the edge of our box. Looking for a 1-2 with Foden and gives it away. Jorginho nice and calmly finds Humphreys. Back to Kepa, get rid. And he does at the last minute. Finds Hall. Chests it down. Flicks it over the other Bernardo Silva. Brilliantly well, Hall. And back to Kepa. Nice and simple. Well done, Hall. Calm and collected, this guy. What maturity on young shoulders. Brilliant. Humphreys and Koulibaly have now swapped again. Humphreys is now right-hand side of centre. Kepa finds Jorginho just outside of our box. He goes square to Humphreys. No ball on, so goes back to Kepa. Outside his 6-yard box in the right-hand corner. Left footed goes back out to Humphreys. Square of him, and Humphreys turns away from Alvarez. Back to Kepa. Kepa now finds the ball out to Hall. Back to Koulibaly. Man City are pressing high, and Chelsea being forced to play here. Koulibaly's giving it straight to Foden. Well done, Gallagher. Stood up. Won it off him, and Gallagher finds Hakim Ziyech, and Havertz is through the middle. The pass was poor. The pass wasn't in front of him, it was behind him. Easy for City to deal with. Goes back to the goalkeeper, now finds Kyle Walker. Up to halfway, Mahrez. He's got to haul up his arse. Well done, Hall. Keep going. Force him all the way back to Akanji. Well done, Hall. So Akanji can now drive forward to the bottom of the centre circle. He's looking for a ball over the top to Alvarez. Kepa's alive to it. And then waits to clear it and plays it off of Alvarez out for a Chelsea throw-in halfway inside our half. So, 5 gone, even. Chelsea try and find Hakim Ziyech, but he's crowded out of it. Kyle Walker's got the ball on the halfway line. Mason Mount wins it off of him. Well done, Mount, and finds Kovacic. All on halfway now. Looking for a fizzed pass to Mason Mount. Mount applauds it, but he's never going to get there. Goes through to the goalkeeper. Kyle Walker now on this right-hand side. Bernardo Silva. 10 yards inside his own half. Right-hand side. Lays it off to Kyle Walker. Back up the line to Mahrez. Inside their own half still. Chelsea doing well for press. He's gone back to the goalkeeper. Loose touch from the goalkeeper. Finds Laporte. Plays it back to him under pressure. He just about gets it away, and he does. And he finds Phil Foden. He lays it off to Laporte, who strides forward, Laporte, and plays the ball to Palmer on halfway. But he's closed down straight away by Chalobah and by Conor Gallagher. And Chalobah, great step over on Foden. Sorry, it's Gomez. Gomez on the left-hand side has brought him down, Chalobah. Inside Man City's half. 10 yards on the right-hand side. Chelsea free kick. Gomez, who's the left back, So Chelsea have got a free kick here. Gallagher takes it quickly, but goes back to Koulibaly inside of our half. Bottom of the centre circle. Square to Humphreys. Takes a touch, finds Chalobah. Forced back to Humphreys. Man City now pushing up as a unit. Only halfway inside of our half. So Humphreys has got no option but to go back to Kepa at the minute. Hall's in acres of space if he wants to find him. And he doesn't this time. He launched it up to Kai Havertz. Up against Laporte. Great first touch. Unlucky. Laporte covered it. Back to the goalkeeper. Romero. Finds Akanji just outside his own box. Left-hand side of centre. Back to Laporte. Just outside his own box. Who's allowed to drive forward. Chelsea pushed up as far as the centre circle is inside their half. And now we go as they try and play little 1-2s and Mount's after it. Rodri. Fouled by Kai Havertz though. He's caught him, Havertz. Free kick. Rodri's not happy at all. Banging the ground. There's no malice in the challenge. He just went for the ball, Havertz. He went for the ball, but he's put his foot down the outside of his left foot. As Rodri placed his foot, Havertz caught it. Rodri's in real pain here. He's in real pain, Rodri. They're making a change. Is it that bad? I don't think it's that bad. Surely it can't be that bad. I wouldn't have thought it's that bad. Not as far as I'm aware. Is he up? I think he's up. Yeah, he's up. Grimacing, but he's up. It's painful. He caught him right on the outside of his left foot. Anyway, they take the free kick quickly. Short. Akanji goes left-hand side now to Gomez. Over halfway, Gomez. He's got Foden and Palmer in front of him. Goes inside to Rodri. Shut down by Mount. Back to Gomez. Back to Laporte. Gomez halfway line for City. Shut down by Gallagher. Back to Laporte. He goes square to Akanji. Halfway inside his own half. And Akanji plays it out to his right-hand side. Right in front of Guardiola to Walker. Who's forced backwards by Kovacic to Akanji. Havertz goes after him, Akanji, and he has to go square to Laporte. Ziyech, Mount, Gallagher, Havertz as a unit, all pressing, trying to close down. Gallagher up against Gomez. Gomez turns him, but Gallagher gets it and wins the second ball. Ziyech is after him as well now. Laporte. Gallagher's down. He's got a whack in the face. Referee's playing on. He's down on one knee. Man City work on the right-hand side. Inside of our half now. Mahrez taking on Hall. He's got round him. Mahrez to the byline. Koulibaly comes across. Kepa, good save, low down. Kepa gambled. As Mahrez got to the byline, he's so left-footed. He had to, on the right-hand side, he has to come back over and play the ball out towards the penalty spot. And Kepa gambled on it and collected it. But they went up the right-hand side quickly to Mahrez. And he went past Hall, who dived in. Well, he should have just stood up, really. But Koulibaly done well because he went out and faced up Mahrez and made him play it earlier. Alvarez was there, but Kepa covered it. Anyway, the coverage comes back to Chelsea in possession with Conor Gallagher on the right-hand side, up on the byline. Loses out to Phil Foden. Gallagher's going after it. Forced him back to Gomez. Back to Laporte. 10 yards inside his own half to Akanji, bottom of the centre circle. Moving from left to right, Man City. Walker's up the line. Gives it to him. Met by Lewis Hall straight away. Well done. Blocks the pass. Walker's complaining he should have had the pass earlier. Potter's up as well, giving some instruction to his players. So, Walker to take the throw-in. Halfway inside of our half on the right-hand side. Chelsea working hard to shut down the movement and space. Alvarez up the line. Koulibaly comes across. No foul. Him and Hall do well to block it off. Man City throw-in 5 yards from the corner flag on the right-hand side. Alvarez with his 4 goals in the World Cup for Argentina. We've all seen what he can do. Anyway, they take the frame backwards to Bernardo Silva and he launches it back up towards the halfway line to Laporte. First time ball left-hand side to Gomez. Foden. Gomez, level the edge of our box, right out on the byline. Chelsea defensively doing well here, in shape. Chalobah goes to meet him. He turns him, gets to the byline, drills across low to Alvarez, can't collect it. Man City keep trying, the ball still live, and it goes wide eventually, but there was a free kick. Foden and Alvarez were trying to combine in the box. The ball went up in the air. Chelsea players were just trying to head the ball away and try and get hold of it. Bit of head tennis, and it come down to Foden, but there was a foul in the build-up. So Jane, it's Kepa, Chalobah right back. It's Humphreys and Koulibaly centre half with Lewis Hall left back. Jorginho, Kovacic midfielders with Gallagher, Mount and Hakim Ziyech in behind Kai Havertz. Foden did an overhead kick that went wide, but the referee would have given a free kick. So, Chelsea free kick. Kepa's going to take it. He's placed it on a 6-yard box and goes, it's a little stupid short ball to Koulibaly. Back to Kepa. Launches it out to this right-hand side of centre to Mason Mount, who's got a kanji up his arse. Mount can't hold on to it, comes off of him and goes out for a Man City throw-in, halfway inside of our half, with Kyle Walker to take the throw-in. Focusing on Man City's bench, with all their first teamers on there. Anyway, they take out the line to Alvarez. Koulibaly does well to win it and finds Kovacic driving forward through midfield. Kovacic, poor touch though. Akanji can step in and win it, and he does. Akanji halfway in our half, and he gives it to Walker. Ever since gone out of their attack there, they've gone backwards to Laporte. Left hand side is Gomez. Ziyech goes out to meet him. Up the line to Palmer, back to Gomez. Gomez back to Laporte. 10 yards inside his own half. Chelsea have pushed up to the halfway line in their 4-3-3 formation. Is it 4-3-3? I'm not sure it is. I don't think it is. I think it's 4-2-3-1. Anyway. City have gone forward to the left-hand side and gone back to Laporte again. Inside to Foden, back to Laporte. Halfway inside our half. To Gomez up the line. Horse backwards again to Laporte. Rodri. Chelsea just narrow shape, narrow defensive shape, cutting out the spaces, and Man City having to go wide again, try and find space. Little 10-yard balls, forward, backwards, sideways. They're back on the halfway line to Bernardo Silva, shut down by Mount. And he goes back to left-hand side to Laporte, who's in left-back position. Up the line to Gomez, looking for a 1-2 with Foden, but well done. Gallagher goes after it. That's Jorginho went after it, played it off for Gomez. It's a Chelsea throw-in. Well done. Chelsea defensively are good. You can see where Potter and his team have been working on defensive shape. It's good. Chelsea throw-in taken by Chalobah. Back to Humphreys, back to Kepa. Back to Koulibaly here on the left-hand side to Hall, being pressed by Walker. Inside to Kovacic. Around the challenge of Alvarez. Back to Hall, from Hall to Koulibaly. Turns into trouble. He doesn't. He flicks it away from Mahrez to Hall. Hall now tries to turn Bernardo Silva. He can't. Bernardo Silva flicks it out of play. Chelsea throwing about 25 yards from the byline. Hall takes a short ball inside to Kovacic. Flicks it forward looking for Mount. Mount's not alive to it. We give it away. Kyle Walker finds Mahrez. Chelsea break it up. Ziyech finds Hall. Finds Havertz. Finds Ziyech. Finds Mount. Mount's in behind Walker. Holds the ball up because Walker got back onto him. Mount's just turned into a whole crowd of Man City players who go to try and win the ball back. And they crowd him out. Honestly, he couldn't get the ball out of his feet, Mason Mount. Every time he tried to get the ball out of his feet, look up, there's a Man City player attacking him. 5 players from Man City surrounded him. Gone out of play for a City throw-in right by Guardiola. Look like he's got a long coat on from the Matrix. Walker to take the throw-in, literally standing right next to him. Throws it inside looking for Mahrez. Loose first touch. Hall dives, or Chalobah dives in to go and meet it. It was actually Humphreys. And the ball's gone away from him. Left-hand side, Man City driving forward. Poor touch allows Chalobah to get a block in first time of asking. And then the second time of asking to block it again. Man City forced all the way backwards to Laporte. Comes out left-hand side to Palmer. Gomez collects the deflected pass back to Rodri. 10 yards inside their own, our half, I should say, to Walker. Chelsea press out. Walker's forced back to the goalkeeper, all the way back to the goalkeeper, Moreno. A lot of play, a lot of possession, Man City. We're not doing nothing with it at the minute, which is all right by me. Hi, Paul. How you doing? Ball comes out the right-hand side to Kyle Walker. Walker. Back to Akanji. Big ball left-hand side on the wing to Gomez. Gallagher goes to meet him. He flicks it forward, but Chalobah's read the pass. Flicks it away from Foden, who made a burst down the line. On Chalobah. So, Gomez to take the throw-in. Gets it back from Foden, back into Foden, but shut down by Jorginho, who wins the ball. Ziyech plays it out of play. Unlucky. As soon as Chelsea get possession, Man City all over us. Their press is outstanding. Chelsea haven't got space at all or time. Anyway, Man City throwing again. Halfway inside of our half. That's a foul throw. Didn't give it. Gomez finds Bernardo Silva, who's dropped into the defensive line to get the ball. Just inside of his own half and plays it out to Walker 10 yards inside of our half, right in front of the benches. Forced backwards by Kovacic to Kanji, who moves the ball forward 20 yards inside his own half up to halfway and plays it left to Laporte. One more left is Gomez. Gallagher goes to meet him. Back to Laporte. I thought he was being chased by Havertz, but Havertz gave up the chase. Back to the goalkeeper, Moreno, in goal. Members only chat today, guys. Welcome along. If you remember, hit the channel homepage and that join button. Akanji, Mahrez, Bernardo Silva, Akanji. Little triangles inside their own half, deep, which is fine by me. Eventually work it out to the left-hand side to Laporte. Laporte has got a runner, and the runner is in behind. It's Palmer. He's got him behind. Kepa comes out to meet him. He's gone side netting. Kepa did make a save. The problem Chelsea have got is on the left-hand side for Man City, they've got Gomez playing left-back. They've got Phil Foden playing the left-hand side of a midfield three, and they've got Palmer playing on the left-hand side of a front three. But Palmer and Foden are literally just moving about and swapping all the time. And Chalobah got caught. He went to Foden. Palmer made a run in behind him, and he was played in. They've taken the corner short. They've actually had a well-worked corner, taken short and then played to the edge of the box to Palmer, who left-footed, leaning back, gone over the post like a rugby conversion. Chelsea goal kick. The shot was going wide, but it come off Kepa's leg, inside of his leg anyway. But Man City dominant at the minute. Chelsea can't really build anything. Kepa to take the goal kick. Place the ball on the 6-yard line and goes square to his left to Koulibaly again. Comes out to the byline to Lewis Hall, to Kovacic, to Jorginho. Being pressed, Jorginho, get rid of it. Oh, well done. He backheeled it between two players to Koulibaly. Koulibaly, searching ball forward to Havertz, finds him. Back to Gallagher. He's got two runners. Right-hand side, he's got Chalobah on the right wing. Inside is Gallagher again, but Man City have got back in numbers. Chelsea broke then. 2 balls, long balls, all we had to play. We didn't do it. Chelsea possession, hold on to it. Humphreys from Gallagher. Humphreys back to Kepa, edge of his own box. Puts his foot on the ball. Chelsea played through the Man City press via a back heel from Jorginho and a good pass up to Havertz, and we were away, but it just fell apart. Now Humphreys plays a raking ball. We got a runner. It's Sakim Ziyech, who's been brought down off the ball by the defender. It's gone through to the goalkeeper. Ziyech's never going to get there. Is VAR going to look at that? Laporte couldn't catch him. Oh, it was Gomez couldn't catch him, and he went down, Ziyech. Referee's saying play on. Ziyech's never going to get the ball. It's gone through to the goalkeeper. But it must be something to have a look at there. In Premier League grounds, they are doing VAR for the FA Cup, so I wonder if they're looking at that. I'm not sure. Play continues. Man City deep inside their own half, out left, up to halfway, back inside again, and Ziyech's after the play. Well done, Chelsea break it up. Gallagher inside their half to Havertz. Poor first touch, takes it away from him, and the keeper comes out outside his 6-yard box and collects it. But Chelsea finding some joy last 2 minutes. Man City beating the Chelsea press, but Chelsea cover over again. Well done, we've won the ball back. Jorginho, Koulibaly, Humphreys. Well done, Chelsea. We're building. We've picked ourselves up. The first 20 minutes was just literally trying to keep on a possession, and now we've done well to win a throw-in from Chelsea. 10 yards inside the Man City half, the left-hand side. Are they looking at that? It was definitely brought down, Ziyech. He was chasing the ball. The defender catches his trailing leg as he's running. Anyway, He comes out to the right-hand side to Chalobah, trying to find Havertz with Ziyech run off of him, but Havertz can't get there. A Man City break with Alvarez. Gallagher's after him. Plays it one more to his right, but behind Mahrez, which gives Lewis Hall a chance to tackle him. But Mahrez falls over. Referee gives a free kick, and Kovacic is incensed, and Jorginho. And they're now talking about the challenge on Ziyech. The ball's played behind Mahrez. He had to stop. He had to stop, and then he had to adjust himself. So, Man City free kick. It's just outside the box, right-hand side of centre. If you can imagine where the semicircle is on the edge of a penalty box, it's right in the corner there. That's the position. Mahrez and Bernardo Silva's over it. Chelsea's wall is about 3 yards inside the penalty box. Free kick is fully 25 yards out. Bernardo Silva and Mahrez over it. Silva now walks away. Kepa's got his wall lined up. Mahrez takes it. Mahrez scores. Top corner. Kepa nowhere. Riyad Mahrez, he's literally put it left-footed into this right-hand corner as you look at the goal. Kepa's top left corner. He caught it beautifully well into the top corner. Kepa got nowhere. Kepa was just... Yeah, couldn't get it. It's a great free kick, I have to say. Great free kick. It's right in the corner. Right in the corner. Just seeing one of their replays there. Conor Gallagher turns. He's just like this, Conor Gallagher. Great free kick from Man City. So, Chelsea to kick off again with Kai Havertz. Just when we were looking to make some progress in the game. Stupid free kick. It wasn't a free kick. And we paid for it. We need to respond now. Just a reminder, 2 new signings are on the bench, Bradashili and Fofana, the striker. Kepa's giving the ball away to Rodri on the halfway line. He finds Walker. Back to Bernardo Silva. Halfway inside of our half now. Man City can afford to be in no rush. Chelsea need to step up this 10 yards and play quicker. City play out to left-hand side to Gomez. Halfway inside his own half. And he gives the ball to Kai Havertz. And then... Chelsea do keep it alive. We found Ziyech, finds Kovacic top of the centre circle. Chelsea on the attack, but the ball goes behind Hall. He has to stop his run to collect it. Koulibaly, Humphreys, 10 yards inside of our half. Man City defensive. Gallagher drops deep to get it, gives it back to Humphreys. Back out to Gallagher, 10 yards inside of our half on the right-hand side. Back to Humphreys, right of centre. 10 yards outside of our penalty box. Man City push up. Goes back to Kepa. Plays it to Koulibaly. Wide left. Koulibaly looking for a ball inside. Poor. Given away. Touched by Bernardo Silva to Man City. They win it back. Foden finds Silva in the right back position. Ziyech comes over to meet him. And goes back to Akanji. Guardiola's more animated than Graham Potter at the minute. And they're 1 up. Left-hand side now is Palmer. Foden plays the ball out to Gomez on the byline. Those 3 interchanging, interacting. Chelsea doing well at the minute. Mount goes after Rodri. But he plays it square. Where Chelsea as a unit move over to the right, there's loads of space on the left-hand side for them. On our left, sorry, their right-hand side. Mahrez, Bernardo Silva, Ziyech's after him. Flicks it to Walker, back to Mahrez. Mahrez, halfway inside of our half, plays a raking ball out left-hand side to Gomez. Time to chest it, take a touch. Then play it up the line to Palmer. Gallagher goes across and challenges him. Well done. Man City throw him. Looking at Riyad Mahrez at the minute. Anyway, Man City throwing, taking up the line. Palmer against Gallagher. Stand up, Gallagher. Turned him, but Gallagher got back to him. And it's now a corner to Man City. Come on, Chelsea, react. Get a goal back. Foden take the corner. Our right-hand side. Man City's left. Foden takes it towards the penalty spot. Laporte, met by somebody else, blocked. Shot comes in, blocked again. Comes out to Mahrez. He's forced to play the ball all the way back to Kyle Walker. Bernardo Silva, 35 yards from goal, wide right. Lays it off to Mahrez, left foot. He's forced backwards by Hall. Back to Walker again. This time it's Rodri and Mount comes out to meet him. Mahrez plays the ball inside to Bernardo Silva, who lays it off. Walker, Rodri. Back to Walker. Chelsea defended deep. Making them play their passes. If they haven't got an option, they're going back. Someone's dropped off right deep, like 30 yards away from the ball. Now they play it forward. Alvarez trying to get in behind Koulibaly. Can't keep his foot in. And he goes out play for Chelsea goal kick. No appeal from Alvarez at all. That corner come in. Kai Havertz went up Laporte. They're showing the replay. And Kai Havertz handballed. It come off his foot. They're going to give a penalty. VAR have called it back. Havertz goes up. And he goes up to challenge Laporte. And it hits him firmly on his fist. And not Laporte. He's got his arms up. And they're going to give a penalty. They are. It's a penalty all day long. Kai Havertz led with his arms. He's got both arms up as he jumps. And it hits his fist next to Laporte's head. It's a penalty. He's given a penalty. Goes from bad to worse, people. When Potter's looking at replay now, he can't have any arguments, to be fair. So Alvarez is going to take the penalty, and Kepa goes to stand right in front of him, trying to put him off. He's talking to him. Jorginho's having words with the referee. Kepa's standing right on the penalty spot with Alvarez, having a chat to him. Just been told to get back. Man City have a chance to go 2-0 up. First was never a free kick. Mahrez played for it. Second one, a penalty, which is a stupid one to give away. Alvarez to step up against Kepa. Goes to Kepa. Kepa went to the right side. But as he's dived, it's gone underneath him and they score. And it's Man City 2, Chelsea 0. Chelsea got a job on here, big time. I just can't understand the mentality when you play Man City. Just go after him, attack him. Gone right underneath Kepa. He got his arm to it. He went the right way. Unlucky. 2-0 Man City. It's a stupid penalty to give away. Havertz jumps up with Laporte like this. Literally jumping like this. And it hits him on the arm. And his fist right in front of Laporte's head. Anyway, Chelsea kick off and go back to Koulibaly, to Humphreys up the line, to Hakim Ziyech. Chelsea need to wake up. Got to liven up here. Man City break forward. Win back possession, but Jorginho does well on the cover. Collects it. Gallagher. Back to Humphreys. Turns into trouble. He's given the ball away. They're given a free kick. Pull back on Humphreys. Well done. Attempts at goal, Man City 4, Chelsea none. Anyway, Jorginho plays the ball to Mason Mount. Lays it off to Koulibaly. Halfway inside of our half. Left-hand side. Ball over the top. Looking for Mount's run. He's up against Akanji. Akanji gets across to cover. Goes back to the goalkeeper, Moreno. Calmly plays it to Rodri under pressure. Finds Foden. Wide left is Palmer. Lays it off to Gomez. Foden in the middle gives the ball away to Mason Mount. Jorginho. Hakim Ziyech now. Right inside Ziyech with the ball. Gets to the edge of the penalty box. Turns inside his left foot. Got a man over on the right. Is Gallagher. Cross comes in. Headed away by Bernardo Silva, the whopping great tall Bernardo Silva. Penalty spot, gets the ball away. Chelsea win it back. Jorginho, bottom of the centre circle. Inside their half. Humphreys, Chalobah, Humphreys, Koulibaly, all up the line to nobody. No one's there. Potter's up. Man City play the ball across their defensive line, nearly give the ball away. Now they launch it forward. Alvarez, blocked off by Jorginho, and Koulibaly covers, but gives the ball away. But well done, Kovacic, for winning it back. Kovacic on the turn. Held off, held up, and tried to flick it through to Mason Mount's run. Couldn't find him. Man City break again. Left-hand side, Foden finds Palmer. Chalobah goes to meet him. Halfway inside of our half now. Palmer's been held up. I just got to mute a chat on bloody WhatsApp. Bear with me a second, people. Right, anyway, Chelsea have won the ball back. Deep inside our own half at the minute, though. Just doing well. Just Chalobah back to Humphreys. Now he launches it. Finds Gallagher. Gallagher driving out to the right-hand side. Then flicks it inside to Havertz. We got a runner, Mason Mount. Or one to left-hand side is Lewis Hall. But the ball from Havertz is shocking. Straight to Akanji. Chelsea's pass is not good enough. It's not good enough at all. When you're in games such as this, and when you end up with situations where you can break, you have to be clinical. Your passing's shocking. I'd give Fofana a go, second half, up front. He can't do no worse. Anyway, Man City have still got possession. Akanji forced back to the goalkeeper in no rush whatsoever. Chelsea walking. Pushed up high but not pressing. Laporte to Akanji on his right-hand side and he strides forward. Plays the ball inside to Mahrez. Flicks it back to Bernardo Silva, who drops in and covers Akanji when he goes. Rodri now turns Havertz. Halfway line, plays the ball wide right, looking for Walker. Hall goes to meet him, but then has to back off because Mahrez goes beyond him. Walker looking for Palmer. Flicks it up, looking for the run to Alvarez. Chelsea managed to half clear it. Humphreys gets a foot up with Foden, and the ball deflects into Kepa's arms. Chelsea are awful going forward. Awful, really are. There's just nothing. Chelsea just too slow. Too slow in possession. There's no urgency. Humphreys up the line, looking for Gallagher. Got the player up his bum and does well to find Jorginho. He tries to do a back heel away from trouble and gives it away. Rodri, edge of the box, into the feet of Alvarez. Great challenge from Koulibaly, who puts him off. And Kepa can dive to his right and cover it. This is just shocking. Get Jorginho off for Zakaria. Get Havertz off for Fofana. And just go at Man City. Just stop giving them too much bloody respect, for God's sake. There's another free kick now. I'm seeing a replay of that shot. It's just cut back. The referee's blown up against Koulibaly for a free kick to Man City right on the corner of the penalty box right-hand side. Bernardo Silva brought down. Koulibaly. Oh, to be fair, oh, God. So Koulibaly goes to dive in, stops, and is on his knees doing this. And Bernardo Silva runs into him and falls over. So Mahrez is after it. He's on it again. This time it's even further right. It looks as though it's on the right and it's closer to the edge to the corner of the 18-yard box. Kepa got a 3-man wall. Chelsea defending the penalty, a line that goes across the penalty spot, I should say, or a little bit deeper than that. 10 yards out from the byline is their defensive line. Mahrez tries it straight down the throat of Kepa, who punches it over the bar. No drama from Kepa. Doesn't take any chances. Corner Man City. Looked like the free kick was going over. Is it going over? No. You had to get rid of it. Man City corner. From our left-hand side, their right-hand side. Mahrez to take it. Mahrez. Palmer and Jorginho are all pushing and shoving each other like no one's business. Cross comes into the back post. Kepa, good climb, and comes and grabs it. Looking to release it early, then holds the ball up. Now throws it out to Kovacic. Under pressure from Mahrez, and he loses possession straight away. Kovacic is looking at the referee, saying it was a foul. It wasn't. Anyway, Bernardo Silva collects it deep. Rodri. Inside his own half. Bernardo Silva. 10 yards inside his own half still. Right inside the centre. Chelsea defensive shape has forced him back to Laporte. Halfway inside his own half. Back to Romero in goal. To Akanji. To Bernardo Silva. To Akanji. Right hand side to Walker in front of Guardiola. He dribbles it around Lewis Hall and plays a good ball right hand side to Gomez on the left. On our left, they're right. He steps inside Ziyech. 1-2 with Rodri. Gets it back. Jorginho's after him. Gomez keeps on possession. Finds Palmer. Palmer dribbles inside and finds Rodri. Rodri plays the ball right hand side to Mahrez on the edge of our box. Left corner. Ball into Kyle Walker. 3-0. Ball into Kyle Walker. Gets to the byline. Pulls it back to Phil Foden. Opens his body up and just slides the ball home. From 6 yards. 3-0 Man City. Kepa couldn't do anything about it. The play for Man City is great. It all starts with Kyle Walker. He dribbles past Lewis Hall and plays the ball out to left-hand side. Gomez collects it loose touch and Ziyech just puts a trailing leg out and he goes beyond him. He plays a 1-2 with Rodri and gets it back. He then goes out to Palmer, who dribbles in between two Chelsea players, Chalobah and Jorginho, and finds the ball inside to Rodri. Switch the ball to Mahrez, and beyond him is Kyle Walker. He plays a little 5-yard ball beyond Hull, Mahrez, to the on-running Walker, heading towards the edge of the 6-yard box, pulls it back square to Phil Foden, just opens his body up. Foden's in between Koulibaly and Humphries. Koulibaly got caught ball watching. He went across to Walker when Kovacic was already there, and Foden's just got so much time. 3-0. And just to say, people, Man City stars are on the bench. All their first team is on the bench. 3-0 Man City. What are you going to say now, Mr. Potter? Seriously. We've got first teamers playing here. The only players that are not first teamers is Hall and Humphries. Chalobah, maybe. You have to class Gallagher as a first teamer. Right, Potter's got to make a change. What are you doing? He's gone out to shout at someone and stopped himself. Fafana and Badashile on the bench thinking, what have I joined here? Go 4-4-2 and take it to Man City. Anyway, coverage comes back after looking at Fafana to Chalobah. Bursting down the right-hand side, Chalobah. Gets to the byline. Crosses blocked off by Palmer, who launched it forward only as far as Hull. Loose first touch goes backwards to Koulibaly. Koulibaly finds Jorginho, plays it back out to Hull. Shut down by Man City. Goes between three of them. Hull finds Gallagher. One more. Wide right is Chalobah. Chalobah. He's got Ziyech on the wing on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side, sorry. Up against Gomez. Goes around him. Ziyech then plays it back to Chalobah. No cross. Has to go back to Humphries. Back to Koulibaly. Humphries. Back to Chalobah. Man City pushed out. We're all gone back all inside our own half now again. Koulibaly. Humphries. Halfway inside of our half now. Right hand side is Chalobah. Touch inside and finds Gallagher. Goes back to where Chalobah was. Back to Humphries. Back to Kepa. Got to go 3 at the back. How many changes can you make in the FA Cup? Is it 5? Go 3 at the back. Go 4 in the midfield and go and attack them with 3 up front. And go after Man City. They're fallible. Kepa launches it high, looking for Hakim Ziyech, who pins himself against Gomez and falls over. Referee gives nothing. Ziyech's done nothing today. Absolutely nothing. Mason Mount does well to put him off. Havertz now finds Hakim Ziyech now. Turns. Nobody beyond him. All he can see is 5 Man City players. They half clear it to Kovacic. Mount turns away from Gomez. Edge of the box right hand side. Mason Mount Finds Ziyech. First touch. Finds Jorginho. But who's that covering back? Alvarez. Covers back. Man City have fallen over somebody. Gallagher in behind. The referee's given a free kick for something. Ziyech can't believe it. Laporte's only got a whack in the face. I don't see where that's happened at all. Referee's fallen for it and given a free kick. Where did he get a whack in the face, Laporte? He's caught Gallagher's forearm. Oh, Jesus. Gallagher's done this. And as Laporte's moving forward, it starts by hitting his shoulder, and then Gallagher touched him on the face and he went down. This is embarrassing, people. Absolutely embarrassing. 2 set-piece goals. A brilliant goal for Man City. You've got to say the third one. But Chelsea just... They just look... They're just going through the motions. Anyway, Man City have possession. They play it out to the right-hand side to Walker. Inside to Mahrez. Back to Akanji. Rodri... Bottom of the centre circle. Goes one more left to Laporte. Ball over the top as a runner. It's Gomez, the left back. Making a run up the line. Edge of our box. Ball inside to Foden. Tries to tee it up for Alvarez. Chelsea win back possession. Jorginho plays a lofted ball to Gallagher. He can't get there. When Jorginho steps in up against Palmer and wins the ball back. But then Man City keep it in play with Rodri. He's gone all the way back to Laporte, who's tracking back all the way back to nearly his own penalty box. Collects it back to Rodri. 10 yards inside of our half. Switches the ball right inside to Kyle Walker. Halfway inside his own half. Loads of time to take a touch with his head. Then just controls it. Then plays it inside to Akanji. Foden drops off, collects it back to Akanji. Man City are a crisp pass move. Their movement off the ball's great. They hound the player with the ball with 2 or 3 players. Chelsea are just nowhere. Bereft of ideas, nowhere. Ziyech not in it. Mount not in it. Havertz not in it. Kovacic not in it. Jorginho's hardly in it. Gallagher, just nothing. Absolutely nothing. Man City have got possession, just held on to it, all the way back to the goalkeeper. And now we press and try to win the ball off them, and we do. 10 yards inside their half. Koulibaly to Havertz. Stupid little ball. Back in inside. Look at the Gallagher. Man City get it away. And it's Alvarez to Palmer. Outside of our box. Steps inside. He's got runners to his left-hand side. Mahrez. He plays it square. Alvarez can't get there. It should have been 4. The ball carries on rolling out towards the corner flag and Hall collects it. Up against Foden. Plays it back to Kovacic, who's helped him. Koulibaly. Jorginho to Kovacic, not even looking. Plays it out of play for a corner. Chelsea just look like a championship side playing Man City today. And I feel sorry for all the Chelsea fans that have made that trip up there today. Cold and wet Sunday. All up to Manchester to watch this crap. They take the corner. It goes back to Foden. Launches it into the penalty box. Easy for Kepa. 2 minutes of added time. Kill me now. Kepa rolls it out to Humphreys. Edge of his own box. Plays it to the right-hand side now. To Chalobah. Gets it back. Humphreys. Been pressed by Foden to go square to Koulibaly inside the penalty box. Takes a touch. Plays it wide right. High. Look for Chalobah. Chests it down away from Palmer. Tries to flick it through to Mount. They step in and win it back with Rodri. Laporte, Bernardo Silva, Akanji, Kyle Walker. Over the byline. Back to Akanji. Back to Rodri. Chelsea just defending their half at the minute. Wide left is Gomez. Back to Palmer. That's the problem area. Gomez, Palmer and Foden on that left-hand side are just interchanging Palmer and Foden, and it's caused us all sorts of problems. Anyway, Man City will play it across the defensive line. Play it forward to Gomez. Turns inside. Tries to find a pass out. Chelsea step in to win it, but there's no one there. Where's Hakim Ziyech gone? He's playing on the left-hand side. Chelsea are playing so narrow that as soon as Man City can get a pass wide right, they just switch it and we all got shuffle across. They break him forward, but Hall breaks up the challenge from a ball from Mahrez, and Mahrez fouls him. Chelsea free kick deep inside our own half at the minute. Guardiola is still up, demanding more from his players. Graham Potter, there's an image of him that went out to touchline and went, and then stopped whatever he was going to say. Anyway, we played the ball up to the halfway line to Riyad Mahrez, and that's half time. Half time, Man City 3, Chelsea 0. Diabolical. Absolute shocking. Yes, there were 2 set-piece goals. The first one was a foul that wasn't really a foul, but maybe Lewis Hall's inexperience and Riyad Mahrez's experience. The ball was played out to Mahrez. As he was running forward behind him, he had to stop, put his left foot on the ball, adjust himself, and by that point, Hall went after him. Mahrez waited, let him clatter into him and fell over and gave the free kick, and Mahrez put it in the top corner. Kepa no chance, 1-0. The second one is just a stupid challenge by Kai Havertz, who's probably the tallest player in the Chelsea's first team today. Goes up for a header with Laporte like this, challenging for the ball like that, and it hits him on his fist. And they give a penalty, rightly so. And the third goal's outstanding movement from Man City on the right hand side. Switch it left. Chelsea shuffle over. They go between a couple of players. A couple of little 1-2s are in behind. It comes out to Mahrez on the right hand side. He's literally just inside the penalty box. He has a look. Kyle Walker goes beyond him. He lays a little 5-yard ball into his run. Walker gets to the edge of the 6-yard box, probably about 5 yards wide of it, plays it square, 6-yard box to Phil Foden, who's unmarked because Koulibaly's gone to the ball, even though Kovacic was there. Foden is on the right-hand side of the 6-yard box. He just opens his body up, left foot, slots it home. Kepa can't get there. It's embarrassing. It's absolutely embarrassing. Again, we've only got Humphreys and Hall that have come into the team today that are not regular players in our first team. Yes, Conor Gallagher doesn't start much, and Ziyech, but honestly, how many changes can we make in the FA Cup? Can you make 5? He needs to make all 5. Let's go 3-4-3 and attack this lot. Zakaria for Jorginho's 1. Thiago Silva come in and put Badashili there as well. Stupid from Kai Havertz, honestly. And he knows it as well. So if we can make 5 changes, Kepa in goal, back 3. Thiago Silva's 1. Badashili's 2. And so I would take off Humphreys, bless him. And Koulibaly maybe. And go Chalobah on the right, Thiago Silva and Badashili on the left-hand side. So that's 2 changes. So that's Humphreys and Koulibaly off. Then I would go left-hand side, keep Hall as a wing-back. Midfield 2, take Jorginho off and bring Zakaria on. That's the third one. So Zakaria and Kovacic is on midfield 2. And on the right-hand side, you'll have to say someone's got to do a job. You said to Hakim Ziyech maybe, but I don't know. Mason Mount. I'll keep Gallagher on because he's hunger. I'll take Havertz off for Fofana. That's 4 changes. And the 5th change, I don't know. What would we do? Who could play right wing? Or who could play right hand side? Ziyech. So you play Ziyech, Fofana, Mount. Oh, God knows. Honestly, I'm at a complete loss here. Welcome, Chelsea fans, to this live match coverage, ball-by-ball commentary, unfortunately, of this nightmare at Man City. If you'd like to comment, if you'd like to subscribers, if you want to get involved in the chat, then all you got to do is be a channel member to do chat. Simple as that on live streams from now on. Because I need to award the members. It's only £1, £1 British pound a month to be a channel member and get involved in chat. As you can see here, the regulars in chat. Thank you guys, members, and my subscribers, of course, for watching. But members in chat: Paul, Jane, Woodshed, Sika, Len. Unfortunately, because it's on the BBC, there's no adverts. So I'm having to sit and watch all this again, over and over again. Man City is so well organised. Their movement off the ball is outstanding. That's what destroys teams. They get their little overloads on the left hand side and the right hand side, and they get players that move into positions which you don't expect, and that's what causes problems. Chelsea have offered nothing, absolutely nothing going forward. I mean, I'm sort of sitting here thinking, just make changes and go for this game. Like, get an attacking formation and take the game to Man City, because I think you can score against Man City. Take the game to them. Now, I'm in my head, I'm thinking, if we do that, we might get battered. We're getting battered already, 3-0. And it is a battering, because Chelsea have offered nothing again. Because for some reason, we've got this in our heads that Man City have got an aura about them. We're giving them too much respect. We need to treat them just like a football team you're playing against. Forget who they are. Go after these bastards. Simple as that. Don't sit there and just sit off them and think, oh, they're better than us and all this nonsense. One-on-one. Go for them. Go after them. I mean, I have to say, Guardiola, his teams, when they lose the ball, they close people down so quickly. They're pressed as a unit. 4 people together as a unit pressing us, going after us. But what they're doing, Man City, they're showing a camera angle from the top of the stadium where we broke forward. With their press, Jorginho's back heel took out 2 of their players. And it just shows how it broke down. But Man City at times, what they're doing is they're going 2 against 2 at the back. Their fullbacks are pressing so high, 2-on-2 at the back. Stick Fofana up front. They're demonstrating here different Chelsea moves where there's no movement, and the ball, the passing is just playing backwards behind people. They're not playing forward. Now, you can sit here and say as much as you want. There's a project in place. The owners are backing the manager. But when you spent as much money as you have, I know most of the players are not playing, but it doesn't matter. Chelsea's run of form at the minute is powder puff. It's absolute bollocks is what it is. And you're looking for a spark. So, John, how you doing, mate? In games like today, when you've got some youngsters playing, you're looking for leadership. You're looking for a spark, and we haven't got that. We haven't got leadership, and we haven't got a spark. This is, honestly, this is woeful. I don't know where to go from here today. I think attack them. Make changes to the formation and attack them. There are overloads of big problems on each side, but I'll go 2 up front. I'm just trying to think of. So as a manager, think of a way as a manager. I'm not a manager. We're all not managers, but try and think of a way as a manager where you can influence the game. So at the minute, it's easy for Man City to defend against us with 2 at the back because we're playing 1 through the middle, Kai Havertz, which is why their 2 fullbacks are pushing further forward. So why not now go 2 up front? Put 2 people up front, Fofana and Havertz, because Man City have then got to bring somebody back rather than risk 2-on-2. And we'll probably won't give a shit, to be fair, because they're 3-0 up. But normally the mentality would be, if you go 2 up front, you have 3 defenders on the cover. The BBC are now showing a tribute to Gianluca Vialli and some of his goals in his time at Chelsea, Juve. I am recording this, so I'll be watching this later on. But it's a little piece about Vialli, which is great to see. I tell you what, how about having a Gianluca Vialli in his prime that day? What a player. Sampdoria. I remember watching Golazzo, remember that on Channel 4? And it was at the time when I started watching this, I think 1990 or whatever it was, Sampdoria, and it was Mancini and Vialli up front. Mancini would be the orchestrator, and Vialli was just the finisher. What time that was. And then you're showing Luca Vialli with the Champions League with Juve. Left foot, right foot, didn't matter for him. Did not matter for Vialli. Then he turned up at Chelsea. What a player. What a player, Vialli. I'm so glad they're showing this tribute to him because I need a distraction, I have to say. Super Cup. Cup Winners' Cup. FA Cup. Absolutely loved him, Vialli. His legend will live on, Luca. Anyway, let's get back to the game. What do we do from here? I'm just seeing of the picture of me on YouTube I got here. I look a little bit like I'm a bit of a dunce, don't I? I was sitting there trying not to get emotional. So anyway, let's go again. Let's just win the second half. Would be nice, wouldn't it? I think you got to laugh, otherwise you're going to cry. So, what do we do in this second half, people, members? If you want to be a channel member, then just click on my channel homepage, click the join button. It's £1 a month. That's all it is, and you can come and join the chat with the other channel members. Paul says Potter lost the team. Jane says that's what I was thinking. Jane says she'll make 2 changes, Bowley and Potter. John says, makes me want to cry. The squads we've had compared to this shite. CK, CD, I don't know what to do anymore. You can change and change and change the results. Is always the same. The players aren't good enough. The thing is, though, guys, this is a team that got to cup finals last season. This is a team that were World Club champions. This is a team that, won the Champions League 2 years ago. So I am seeing Chelsea. So BBC have put up the latest today's other scores. Bristol City 1, Swansea 1, Derby 3, Barnsley 0, Cardiff 2, Leeds 2, Hartlepool 0, Stoke 3, Norwich 0, Blackburn 1, Stockport 1, Walsall 2, and Aston Villa 1, Stevenage 0. I think that's half time there, maybe. But in the backdrop, I can see some Chelsea subs actually on the pitch warming up. And I'm just wondering. I think if I was Graham Potter, you've got to put Thiago Silva in there. Second half, at least. You've got to do that. Have to do that. People. I started off this stream saying, have I been too harsh on Graham Potter? Now, I think what's important to note here is that this is a squad he's had to work with. They're not his players, are they? But it's just, I'm lost for words. I really am lost for words for the first half. Against the Man City team that have made changes. The Chelsea's out. We're out on the field for the second half. Now, somebody else made a comment earlier saying maybe it'll benefit us not having a cup run. That's the positive, isn't it? But Chelsea's record in this FA Cup has been great. And to go out of the third round, this could end up being a cricket score. I hope not. Anyway, the players are out for the second half. We're going to get underway. Are there any... Right, Fofana's on second half. Fofana's on for Kai Havertz. Zakaria's on for Kovacic. 2 changes already. Fofana, come on, man. And Zakaria for Kovacic, not Jorginho. So 2 changes. Like for like. Fofana through the middle. He's only 5'9", but this guy can score goals. He can put his weight. He can put himself about. Come on, Fofana. Right, Man City kickoff. Back to Rodri. Rodri plays it out to Gomez, and he goes back to Laporte. Looks for a pass. Chelsea backed off. Foden back to Laporte. Goes back to Zakaria. Fofana's after him. Back to Walker. Goes back to the goalkeeper. Fofana presses up high. Chelsea pushing further forward. Laporte collects the ball. Ziyech goes after him. Plays it around him. So Ziyech goes after Rodri and does well. Under pressure. They play it out to Foden. To Palmer. Chalobah's after him. Well done, Chalobah. He's claiming that's a Chelsea throw-in. It should have been, but the referee's giving it the other way. Palmer takes it back to Laporte now. Laporte deep inside his own half. At least Potter's reacted at half-time with 2 changes. Anyway, Walker now. Chelsea pushed up high. Mount goes after Walker. Forcing back to Akanji. Fofana's after him, edge of the box. Back to Moreno, the goalkeeper. And then we stop our press. Laporte collects it. Edge of his box, literally on the corner of his penalty box, left-hand side. He plays it left-footed to Walker. Chests it down, but then well done. Zakaria steps in to win it. Play it forward to Foden, chests it to Rodri. Little flick over the head of Hakim Ziyech to Laporte. And Laporte comes up to the halfway line. Left-hand side of centre, Laporte. Goes inside back to Rodri. Chelsea backed off to the edge of our penalty box. Laporte now, left-hand side. He got a runner. Tries to find him. Zakaria drops. Deflects the ball away. And Gomez has to collect the ball again. Or Palmer, sorry. Alvarez drops off the attacking line to collect the ball in the middle of midfield and plays it out wide right to Bernardo Silva. Now to Walker, who comes in off the byline. Chelsea chasing shadows. Man City just playing around us at the minute. Not going anywhere, though. Backwards, forwards, left-hand side, back. Back out to Laporte, halfway line. Drives forward, Chelsea backed off. Palmer, who dropped in deeper with Gomez, the left-back's playing right up and forcing Conor Gallagher to play a right-back position. Laporte, another raking pass out wide right to Mahrez this time to Walker. Plays it inside to Mahrez. Walker goes again. Rodri, met by Jorginho. One left to Gomez. Chelsea just jogging around the pitch. Not pressing or shutting them down high. Man City just playing 10-yard ball forward, 10-yard ball back. It's gone back to Akanji. Bernardo Silva, halfway line. Little flick ball into Mahrez, who's playing middle of midfield. Now they're trying to open the door and they've got one. Gomez, the left back, is offside. He's playing like left winger and Palmer's dropped in. They're just switching. Causing us all sorts of problems. Conor Gallagher is doing more defending than he is actually attacking the game. Anyway, they're just highlighting him now. They're probably saying the same thing I am, to be fair. Koulibaly plays it out wide right to Gallagher. Does well. Goes back to Kepa. Humphreys, who's playing left-hand side now. Or centre. Koulibaly. Edge of our box. Shut down by Alvarez. Chelsea throw him. Level the edge of our penalty box left-hand side. Chelsea play it up to Mason Mount. It's been fouled by Bernardo Silva. Free kick to Chelsea. Halfway inside of our half now. Mount's asking for urgency here. Taylor Humphries giving the ball. Humphries takes it quickly back to Koulibaly. Koulibaly goes one more. It looks as though we're playing 3 centre-backs. Conor Gallagher's playing right wing-back. That's what we're doing. There is a switch to the tactics. Gallagher's playing right wing-back. Humphries left side is centre-back. Koulibaly's in the middle and Chalobah's on the right. Zakaria, Jorginho and Mason Mount are playing the midfield 3. Look at Thiago Silva. He's gesticulating on the bench, Thiago Silva here. But he's definitely playing a back 3. Fofana's first touch, collects it, lays it off to Lewis Hall. He's playing left wing back now, Hall. Definitely a back 3 from Chelsea. So 3 changes from Potter. Tactical shape and the 2 players. Mount collects the ball in space. In a little pocket left-hand side. He's got Hall on his outside. Plays it behind him, so he has to stop his run. Halfway inside their half, Hall. Plays the ball back to nobody, to bloody Alvarez. Alvarez up against Chalobah. Zakaria coming back to help out. Mahrez comes inside, collects a loose ball. Mahrez looking for a run in behind. Zakaria covers off the run of Foden. Is it Foden? No, it's Palmer. Well done. Definitely a back 3 from Chelsea. But Lewis Hall collects the ball, come inside and just play the ball in between Zakaria and Jorginho straight to Alvarez. Anyway, Chelsea with possession with Kepa, Zakaria, Chalobah. Gallagher playing right wing back. Turns inside and gets away with it. Chalobah plays a raking ball left-hand side to Humphries, who takes the ball on his right foot and he strides forward Humphries. Lewis Hall, Humphries, halfway inside of our half, lays it off to Koulibaly. Koulibaly, raking ball right-hand side here, high, looking for Conor Gallagher. It's gone out of play. Brilliant. There are changes to the shape and the players. He's trying to come up with something, Potter. I'll give him that. Give him his credit. Anyway. I think Ziyech's playing up with Fofana. And Mason Mount, Jorginho and Zakaria are playing as a midfield 3. But Ziyech is definitely playing up with Fofana. It might be a 3-4-3, in fact. So, the goalkeeper for Man City's got the ball. Mason Mount's gone after him. He's panicking. And Chelsea on the close. Chelsea are pressing high. The goalkeeper trying to get rid of it. He just about does. But Lewis Hall steps in to win it. And Chelsea have won high. Fofana trying to turn away from Akanji. He can't. And then Foden being brought down by Jorginho. He kicks the ball away. Jorginho's going to get himself booked for that as well, which is stupid. Stupid challenge from Jorginho again. Anyway, didn't get booked, I don't think. Man City free kick. Rodri finds Palmer left-hand side. Halfway line. Back to Rodri, bottom of the centre circle. He's got a run on the right-hand side. It's Walker. Hall goes out to meet him. Collects the ball 25 yards from goal. Little ball inside to Foden. Back out to Walker. Goes beyond Hall. Hall does well to try and hold him up. Walker back to Foden. Jorginho goes out to meet him. Forced backwards to Bernardo Silva. Back to Laporte. Top of the centre circle inside of our half to Mahrez on this left-hand side now. Back to Laporte. Back to the goalkeeper. Chelsea's urgency stops. Laporte to Mahrez in the left-back position. Mahrez collects the ball. Bernardo Silva, halfway line. Rodri, under pressure from Mount. Lays it off to Akanji. Finds Laporte again. Halfway line, left-hand side of centre. To Mahrez, Chelsea pressing out, forcing them backwards. Laporte, they've got no urgency, man. They don't need to. Chelsea need to be urgent here. Bernardo Silva, ball over the top. Gomez comes inside Gallagher. Well done, Gallagher. Gets a foot in. Ziyech collects it, finds Jorginho. Fofana's wide open if we can find him. Mason Mount's been taken out by Rodri. Mount and Rodri having little bar. I wouldn't say fisticuffs, it wasn't even that. Rodri's been booked for it as well. But Fofana, as soon as we got all that ball looking, Mason Mount could see him, was trying to get away to try and play it to him. Anyway, Chelsea free kick. 10 yards inside their half, right inside of centre. Come on, Chelsea, urgency. Get one, we get another. We break up the half into 15-minute periods and they go on each one. We've got 6 minutes left of the first period of 15 minutes. We take it short quickly to Mason Mount. Trying to catch the goalkeeper. Been deflected away. It's unlucky. Mount on the right-hand side of the penalty box. Ball played forward by Gallagher. Mount spins. Deflected away from goal by the defender. Goalkeeper diving anyway. It was actually Gomez who went with him. And he come off him and went wide. And it's a Chelsea corner. Unlucky. Good early thinking. The ball went about 4 yards wide. A good movement. Man City weren't expecting it and were caught. Chelsea corner from our left wing. Man City's right. Ziyech to take it. He goes short to Gallagher. Gallagher tries to find Ziyech and he does. Ziyech to the front post. Fofana can't get there. Zakaria can't get there. Sorry. Ziyech's trying to hold the ball up and he can't. And then Gallagher goes in to win a challenge. Then Rodri launches it forward. Hall with Foden after him. It's forced back to Kepa. Kepa, edge of his D outside his penalty box, now launches it forward to this right-hand side. Zakaria goes up to meet it, wins it against Laporte, flicks it forward, but Gomez tries to get it away, can only find Ziyech. And Ziyech tries to just lay the ball off and give it straight back to Man City. Walker finds Rodri inside, deep inside his own half. Rodri, wide right is Walker, tries to go around Hall, but Hall steps in and plays it out of play for a throw into Man City. They take it short to Akanji, to Rodri. 10 yards inside his own half, right-hand side. Coming back inside and plays it deeper square to Rodri. Ziyech sort of jogs up to meet him and he gives it inside to Rodri. Bottom of the centre circle, Rodri. Plays the ball to the right-hand side of the pocket to Mahrez, and outside of him is Kyle Walker up against Lewis Hall. Poor first touch from Walker, but Hall got caught by it. And he couldn't get his feet together and it's gone out of play for a Man City throw-in. 30 yards from goal, right-hand side, our left-hand side. Walker to take the throw-in. He's got movement from Mahrez. Back to Walker. Back to Mahrez. Flicks it forward and Hall gets it away as far as Hakim Ziyech. Wins it under control and flicks it to Humphries who goes back to Kepa. Under pressure from Alvarez. Kepa get it away. He does. Comes out to Chalobah. Chalobah now up against Palmer. Turns away from him and then launches it forward left-footed to nobody. But then they give the ball away to Conor Gallagher. Gallagher beats Rodri to the ball. Can't challenge him, he's booked. Zakaria finds Chalobah. Now he plays it right to left to Humphries. Takes it on his knee and then plays it out left-hand side to Hall. Hall steps up to the halfway line. He's got Mason Mount at the byline. Fofana drops deep and says, give me the ball. Gives it to him. Holds it up and then lays it off to Hall. I think he doesn't. Now he does, Fofana. Good little bit of possession there from Fofana, giving him some confidence. Jorginho, Chalobah, Gallagher. Up the line is Zakaria. Laporte goes to meet him. Zakaria goes round two of them. Deflected away for a Chelsea throw-in. Well done. Chelsea's shape is better. Much more influence in the game. They're taking Rodri off straight away for Calvin Phillips, and Cancelo's coming on as well. Guardiola's reacting to Chelsea's change. Chelsea are making another change as well. Can't quite see who it is. But Rodri's gone off because he's booked. They're 3-0 up. There's no urgency for him. Who's coming on for Chelsea? Aspie's coming on, I think. So Gomez has gone off for Cancelo. And Phillips is coming on for Rodri. So Aspie's going to come on probably for Conor Gallagher as a right wing back. Or you might even see Jorginho go off, Gallagher go inside and put Aspie there. Anyway, we take the frame back to Chalobah. Back to Koulibaly. Left-hand side looking for Hall. Overplays it. Too far in front of Hall. Walker covered it off. It's a Man City throw-in. Halfway inside their own half. Walker takes it quickly back to Akanji. He goes back to his goalkeeper. Fofana doesn't press him. Just shuffles along the defensive line. As they play it to Laporte, to Cancelo. And left back now. Chelsea backing off, allowing Laporte to come forward. Urgency. Come on. Ziyech, go after him. Now we do with Mason Mount leading that press again. Mount's put one on somebody. on Calvin Phillips. Haaland's warming up now. If you could get it. Goes from bad to worse. Anyway, Man City coming forward on right-hand side. Walker. Back to Mahrez. Back to Bernardo Silva with Mount leading the press. Chelsea backed off inside of our half. Foden. Or Palmer, sorry. Cancelo. Phillips. Switches it right-hand side. Looking for Kyle Walker on the byline. Hall goes to meet him. Inside Mahrez, 1-2. Walker didn't go there. Hall collects it nice and simple. Finds Koulibaly, edge of our box. Wide right here is Conor Gallagher. Shut down straight away by Cancelo. Back to Chalobah. Back to Kepa. Kepa goes left-hand side to Humphreys, who dropped deep to get hold of the ball and does. Humphreys back to Kepa. Shut down by Alvarez. Koulibaly. Humphreys. Looking for an out ball. Leaves it for Lewis Hall to collect it. And he does. Goes back to Koulibaly. Back to Kepa again. Kepa to Chalobah on the right-hand side. Looking for an out ball. Little chip pass looking for Hakim Ziyech. Finds him. But Ziyech went down under the challenge. Zakaria tried to play a 1-2 to him. Anyway, Azpilicueta and Hutchinson are about to come on. Man City have won back possession again. Foden, centre circle, finds Laporte, left-hand side of centre. Back to Akanji. Laporte, back to the goalkeeper. Chelsea walking. Hakim Ziyech just walking about. He's not involved in the game at all. You look at Hakim Ziyech from Morocco, and you look at him for us, two different people. Anyway, Man City play the ball, and they play it across the defensive line and play a really sort of unusual ball all up the right-hand side, back to Humphreys, who's taking it quick, which doesn't allow Chelsea to make the changes yet. Anyway, Koulibaly's got it from Kepa, just inside of our penalty box. Goes back to Kepa. He goes left-hand side to Humphreys again, who's 10 yards in front of his corner flag. And he launches it up to halfway to Fofana. Does well to hold off Akanji. Goes down. Complain to the referee about a free kick that isn't given. Akanji. Plays it through to Mahrez. Bernardo Silva to Mahrez. Just nowhere. And the ball forward, and Humphreys comes across with Kyle Walker, who holds him up. Out to Mahrez, swings it out to left-hand side to Cancelo, collects it 25 yards out, looks for a 1-2 against Conor Gallagher. Gallagher fouls him, brings him down. Referee's going to book him. Give a free kick. He's booked Gallagher as well. He has booked him. Jorginho's arguing a case, but it's a booking all day long. Gallagher goes out to challenge Cancelo, who chests it, and then he plays a ball inside looking for a 1-2 around Gallagher, or over Gallagher's head, and Gallagher just runs into him. It's a definite foul, definite booking. Right, so Azpi's come on. Jorginho's gone off. So Gallagher goes inside. Azpi's playing right. Ziyech's gone off for Hutchinson and Jorginho's off for Azpilicueta. So Gallagher will play inside. In the middle, next to Mount and Zakaria. Cross for Man City comes in, headed away by Koulibaly. Mahrez collects it, 10 yards from the corner flag. Their right wing, our left-hand side. Back to Palmer, and he's forced all the way back to Bernardo Silva, halfway line. Silva plays a ball, just a little slide pass out to Mahrez. Mahrez back to Silva. Silva centre circle. Chelsea backed off. Azpi goes to meet Cancelo, puts one on him off the ball. They play it back to Laporte, back to Akanji, or Walker, now to Akanji. Akanji back to Walker. Lays it off for Akanji to collect it. Akanji to Laporte. Looks like Man City have changed to a back three as well now. Azpi's put another one on Cancelo again. Referee's noted it. Oh, dearie me. He went back to the goalkeeper and Hutchinson shut him down. They managed to get it away and they're playing it up the right-hand side. Well done, Humphreys. He's lost possession, but he's been held back by Kyle Walker. Mahrez and Walker, little 1-2, and Humphreys stepped in to hold off He did well, actually. He held off Kyle Walker. Anyway, Chelsea have played the free kick across our defensive line to Aspi. Zakaria looking for Amari Hutchinson. Can't find him. Man City get it away. Only as far as Chalobah finds Gallagher. Good ball first time over his head to Lewis Hall. Chelsea got some space with Hall now. Mount goes to his outside. Halfway line. Collects it. Forced back inside to Gallagher. Humphreys. Gallagher. Little ball inside to Mount. Been shut down by 2 players. Lays it off to Humphreys. Been shut down again. He goes back to Kepa. Man City go as a unit. 1 goes and 3 go with them. Every time. Chelsea managed to play around him. Humphreys finds Gallagher. Back to Kepa. Kepa to Koulibaly. In front of Koulibaly. He's got to work for it. And he finds Chalobah. Little ball inside to Hutchinson. Poor first touch. But Chalobah does well. Play it forward to Fofana. He said to Hutchinson, let me run with it. Fofana takes on Laporte. Laporte plays it out of play. Chelsea throwing. Well done, Fofana. Very, very confident. He says to Hutchinson, leave it. My ball. Aspi with a throw in. Looking for an option. Hutchinson's up the line. And Fofana makes himself available on the byline. Fofana trying to hold off Cancelo, and he does. Cancelo falls over by the corner flag. Referee says no. Hutchinson can't get his feet together. Man City half clear at edge of the box. Conor Gallagher. 1 more to Hall. Mount goes beyond him. Hall turns back inside. Conor Gallagher outside the box. Tries to turn Mahrez. He beats him to it. Mahrez plays the ball his left-hand side to Alvarez, who's got to run. Koulibaly comes across. Edge of our box, left-hand side now. Alvarez just holds the ball up, supported by Palmer. Plays it back to him. Back to Calvin Phillips. Swings the ball to the right-hand side to Kyle Walker. Good bit of strength there from Fofana against Cancelo. Put Cancelo on his arse. Anyway, Man City has still got possession with the ball. Bernardo Silva, halfway inside of our half, walking pace. They play it forward. Foden. Back to Bernardo Silva, being pressed by Mount. Akanji being pressed by Fofana. Plays it inside to Calvin Phillips, who's got time. Bottom of the centre circle, Phillips. 1 left to Cancelo. Aspi comes out to meet him. Wearing the armband now, Aspi. Hutchinson shuts down Laporte. Shutting down the goalkeeper. Back to Phillips. Laporte. 10 yards outside his own penalty box. Chelsea pushed up, but walking. Not pressing. Phillips collects it from Laporte. Under no pressure, Phillips. Akanji. Laporte. Now Aspi goes after Laporte. Force them back to the goalkeeper. Back to Laporte now. Press. Hutchinson press. Someone press him. Laporte. Walking pace. Now plays the ball out to his right-hand side. Foden's there. Lays it off to Walker. Got to run up the line. Goes beyond him. Koulibaly comes across and covers. Well done. Back to the goalkeeper. Kepa. Out to Aspi. Level the edge of our penalty box on the right-hand side. Tries to find Hutchinson. Surrounded by 2 Man City players. Man City win the ball back. Hutchinson touches poor at the minute. He's got to just calm himself down a bit. Mahrez playing the middle now. Or just appeared in the middle. Finds Cancelo. Up against Aspi. Plays it inside to Palmer. Goes again. Cancelo to Palmer, but they miscommunicate. And then Chalobah gives it straight back to Cancelo. Edge of the box is Foden. 1 more is Walker. Beyond him is Bernardo Silva. Hall holds him up. Silva goes back to Calvin Phillips. Left-hand side of outside of our box is Mahrez up against Aspi. Inside, then played back to Phillips. Mounts after the press. They're playing around him. Nobody else supporting Mount's press. Phillips. Hudson puts one on him, but he goes back to Laporte and gets it back. Phillips. Halfway line, left-hand side of centre. Palmer, back to Phillips. Chelsea chasing shadows. Absolutely chasing shadows. Man City just the masters at possession. And now they try and play a ball over the top, but cut out by Zakaria. Well done. Koulibaly. Humphreys. Plays ball left-hand side, looking for Fofana, who's appearing on the left, and collects it. Holds the ball up, plays off the Man City player for Chelsea throw. Well done. 5 yards inside of our half. DD Fofana on his back. Number 27. Good so far. Confident enough to take hold of possession up against people. Kepa collects it back from the throw. Went back to Humphreys, back to Kepa. Kepa now. Out to left-hand side to Hall. Has got some space. Takes a touch or two. Shut down by City, so goes back to Humphreys. He's shut down, go back to Kepa. Let's get the ball forward. Come on. Kepa, foot on the ball, looking for a pass. You're 3-0 down. Play the ball. Koulibaly now gives it straight to Calvin Phillips, who was trying to look for somebody else, but Aspie stepped in. Well done and win it back. Humphreys now. Again, back to Kepa. Now we play a ball between the lines to Conor Gallagher, and he's just been fouled by Bernardo Silva, and that's going to be a booking. That's the third time he's done that. We take it quickly. Gallagher finds Amari Hutchinson, Man City's half, right inside the centre. Aspie supports him 25 yards out, plays the ball at the line to Hutchinson's run, but straight out of play for a goal kick to Man City. Chelsea's passing is shocking. Chukwuemeka's going to come on as a final change. Anyway, the goalkeeper's got the ball for Man City. Launches it up to over halfway, looking for Alvarez's run. And he's managed to keep it in play, but no, he hasn't. It's gone out of play. Koulibaly was after him anyway. Right, Chelsea throwing about 35 yards from our byline. Left-hand side. Chukwuemeka's going to come on. They're looking at Mason Mount coming off, maybe. Anyway, Hall. Humphreys. Launches it forward. Deflected. Into path of Man City again. They win it again. Little 10-yard balls. Forward to Palmer. Halfway side of our half. Back to Laporte. Cancelo. Phillips. Halfway line, Laporte. Phillips drops square, says, give me it. Got a runner, and it's Cole Walker on the right-hand side. Collects it. Hall goes across. Holds him up. Little ball inside to Bernardo Silva, who's supporting him. Morris comes in off the byline, comes into the middle of midfield and finds Phillips. Finds Palmer. Turns away from Hutchinson, back to Phillips. Mount's after him. Mount pressing, and Chelsea, they just got in front of Hutchinson and won it back. Cancelo trying to turn Aspie. He can't. Now he plays the ball beyond him. Bernardo Silva. Inside Mahrez. Shoots. Wide. Just wide. Collected the ball on the edge of the box. Come onto that left foot. Opened his body up. Curled it around the defender and wide. Yeah, Mount comes off for Chukwuemeka. Mount's trying to lead the press. There's nobody else helping him. Chukwuemeka comes on. The Chelsea 11 is now Kepa in goal. The back three. Humphreys. Koulibaly. And Chalobah. Midfield four is Azpilicueta. Chelsea played well, actually. Got the ball over the top here to Azpilicueta. Man City tries to press us. Ball over the top to Aspie. Big pass. Right-hand side now is Hutchinson. Corner of the penalty box. Comes on his left foot. Poor. He come on his left foot. I don't think it was a cross or a shot, but he tried to do something, but it comes to nothing. So Chelsea's midfield four is Aspie on the right-hand side. Left-hand side is Hall. In the middle is Conor Gallagher and Zakaria. Might even be midfield five with Chukwuemeka there as well, with Hutchinson and Fofana. Man City goal kick. Goalkeeper gets it back. Edge of his 6-yard box, collects it. Chelsea just pushed up. Fofana's up front as well, by the way. Chelsea just stand on the edge of the penalty box, and the goalkeeper was walked up to the edge of it. And now Hutchinson goes to close him. Now he launches it forward. Straight into Kepa's chest, outside of his own box, collects it. I thought he just caught it then. Humphreys finds Zakaria, who drops deep and says, give me the ball. Back to Humphreys. Zakaria, left-hand side of centre, halfway inside of our half, finds Hall on the byline. Shut down, his pass just about makes it to Humphreys, back to Kepa. Well, Chelsea being pressed and managed to play it forward on the left-hand side. They're showing fans with a banner. I don't know what's happening or what's being chanted at or what's... I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's Chelsea fans or what. There's a banner there. I don't know what it says. Anyway, Chelsea with possession. With Kepa. It's come out to Koulibaly, back to Kepa, left-hand side of centre, or just outside of our penalty box, the left-hand corner is Humphreys, shut down by Riyad Mahrez, who's still working. Plays to Chalobah from Kepa, under pressure from Palmer, finds Koulibaly, back to Chalobah. Right out on the byline, 25 yards from goal. Back to Koulibaly. Little ball inside to Gallagher. He's got space to turn. He's got acres of space on his left-hand side. His Hall overplays it. He can't control it. It was actually Chukwuemeka, sorry. Can't control it. Man City throw him. Back to Akanji. Akanji. Switches it to Laporte. Shut down by Hutchinson. Goes back to the goalkeeper. Oh, my word. It's like pulling teeth, this game. Laporte. It's like a training game for Man City, this is. Goalkeeper collects it. Bernardo Silva. Lays it off to Laporte. Shut down by Hutchinson. Cancelo, Chelsea pressing. Lays it up the line to Alvarez. Well done. Gallagher steps in to win it. Koulibaly goes back to Humphreys. Out left-hand side to Hall. Hall back to Kepa. I think Chelsea have switched again to a back four, maybe. No, they haven't. Chelsea play it forward. Chalobah finds Humphreys. Onside, steps inside. He's got a runner, but his pass is poor again, Hutchinson, his pass is poor. He stepped inside. He saw a run on the left-hand side. He's underplayed it again. Man City get it away for Chelsea throwing. Taken quickly. Zakaria. Hall. 10 yards inside their half. Up the byline. You Chukwuemeka. Zakaria. Koulibaly. Bottom of the centre circle. Inside of our half. Plays it wide right here to Aspi. 10 yards inside their half. Forced back by Man City. Foden. Still running and sprinting Foden. Chalobah. Aspi. Byline. 4 players in front of him. Man City. Up to Fofana. Holds the ball up well. Does well. Finds Chukwuemeka. Chukwuemeka finds Hutchinson. Fofana's for the middle, asking for it. Hutchinson comes back on his foot, in his other foot. Chukwuemeka. Hutchinson. Finds Zakaria. Got one more over. Shoots deflected over the bar. Chelsea corner. Fofana asked for the ball to be played first time by Hutchinson. He didn't get it. He come inside. That was the ball to play forward. As soon as Zakaria played it to Hutchinson, Fofana's there saying, give him the ball, give him the ball. He was through, he was there. Oh yeah, it's come off Lakanji's nuts, bless him. He got it right in the midriff. Straight down. Corner to Chelsea. The Graham Potter was going to say about it being a game with 2 halves. We're a much better second half, blah, blah, blah. But it's just... It's awful, is what it is. Awful. Anyway. Kanji's had to take a moment. And he has. Conor Gallagher's going to take the corner from the right-hand side. Humphreys is there. Fofana's there. Zakaria's there. Gallagher with a right foot outswinger. One arm aloft. Towards the back post. Chalobah heads it down away from goal. 10 yards wide. I don't think I've ever been as depressed on a commentary. Honestly. So poor. Everywhere. Right. Goalkeeper takes the ball forward. Humphries wins it halfway, heads it down to Gallagher, plays it back to Koulibaly. Under pressure straight away, but does well to turn away from it. Up to halfway. Trying to play a ball to the runner for Fafana, but he can't. Unlucky. Like what he tried to do there. Man City win it back and play 2 touches and they're through. Well done, Zakaria. Helping out defensively. Does really well. Finds Hutchinson. 10 yards inside their half on a turn. Does well. Much better touch. Finds Aspi. Finds Gallagher, whose touch is poor. Gives it away to Silva. Mahrez. Little step over. Top of the centre circle. Away from pressure. Finds Bernardo Silva. Back inside to Mahrez. Mahrez finds Palmer. Tries to go one more on the outside. Blocked off by Aspi. Hutchinson comes away with the ball. Surrounded by 3 Man City players. Does well to go back to Azpilicueta. Well done. Better. Chalobah. Left-hand side of centre of the penalty box, is Humphries. Back. Finds Chukwuemeka. Plays it back to him. Back Chukwuemeka, who's under pressure. Turns it back to Humphries. Edge of his own box now. Being pressed now, Koulibaly by Foden. Gives it to Kepa. Kepa. Launches it left-hand side to Lewis Hall. Good first touch up the line. Looking for Chukwuemeka, who's fouled by Kanji. Wants to take it quickly. Whoever that was in the Chelsea section had a banner up and they'd been removed by police. Anyway, Aspi clicks on the right-hand side. Zakari's made a difference since he's come on. Finds Aspi. Ball up the line. Akanji's forced to come across and Aspi takes him out. Just kicks him. A free kick to Man City. Inside their own half. Halfway, left-hand side. Referee has a word with Aspi. Puts his arm up. He takes him out. Big time. Anyway, they take the free kick quickly back to Akanji. Plays the ball forward and Aspi's after him with Foden. Foden goes down. Aspi rolls the ball away. Now he's probably going to get booked. Foden was caught by Aspi. What's happening here? They keep focusing on the fans. Chelsea fans that are above Man City's fans. I don't know what's happening. Something's happening. I don't know. Anyway. Akanji collects the ball. Halfway inside his own half and plays the ball inside centre to Palmer, who lays it off to Laporte. Back to Akanji outside his own box. Fafana doesn't press. He just shuffles across and just stands there. Doesn't press. Anyway, they play the ball inside. With Silva back to Akanji. Calvin Phillips back to Akanji. Now Fafana goes and he plays back to the goalkeeper. Takes a loose touch. Right-footed. Plays it high. Aspi's going to beat Cancelo. He does. Aspi goes for second ball. Wins the second one. Chalobah finds Hutchinson. Just about keeps it in play, but Cancelo mops up and goes back to Laporte. Edge of his own penalty box. Plays the ball high and square to Kyle Walker. Lets go across his body. And then plays it up the line to Bernardo Silva, who keeps it in play. Akanji. To Mahrez, who pins himself on Koulibaly. Right inside the centre. Inside of our half now. Halfway inside it. Bernardo Silva driving forward. Plays the ball between defenders. And into... It's a penalty to Man City. The ball was played to Foden between defenders' legs. And Koulibaly and Foden are coming together. Foden's gone down. Referee thinks about it. And gives a penalty. It's easy for City. They just played it. 1-2s. Up the line. And then they create a space. Koulibaly's made a challenge inside the penalty box where he's barged into Foden. He's not made any contact with the ball. But he's barged Foden. It's a penalty all day long. I don't care what they think. It's a penalty. It's a stupid tackle again from Koulibaly. This will be 4 unless Kepa saves it, which I know is the most ridiculous thing to say. Aspi's still pleading the case for the referee. Kepa's down on the penalty spot. Having a word with Mahrez. Mahrez is going to take it. Aspinall admits defeat, walks outside the box. Mahrez take it left-footed. Kepa jumping up and down his line with his arms aloft. Mahrez left-footed. Will he go to our right-hand side, Kepa's left? No, he goes top corner, other side. Kepa goes to his left. It goes to his right-hand side in the corner. 4-0 Man City. It's like a training game, this is. I don't think I've ever felt so low during a live match commentary. I really, really don't. It's just woeful, this is. This is absolute woeful. 3 set-piece goals, yeah, okay. Penalty, free kick. It's 2 penalties, in fact, wasn't it? Plays underway again. Goes back to Humphreys. Back to Kepa. Kepa now launches one high. Left-hand side. Looking for Fofana, who's running, chasing it down. Got some pace about him. Up against Akanji, who plays it into Walker. Back to the keeper. Being pressed by Aspi, who's up there pressing. Aspi leading by example. And Man City remains play it across the left-hand side. Rice has come on. Sorry, Lewis has come on for Man City. And then Chelsea push forward inside their half, halfway inside their half, up against Cancelo. Chalobah goes up there. It's a Man City throw him. Cancelo tries to find Foden. They give it away. Chelsea win it. Koulibaly then gives it straight to Riyad Mahrez. Mahrez driving forward. Out to the left-hand side of the penalty box. Inside. Tackled by Zakaria. Goes down Mahrez. Brilliant tackle. No penalty, no way. Chalobah taken out by Cancelo. That's a booking. Took him out. He sounded his first challenge, but he literally took him out, took his legs away. Chalobah turned him. He just lashed out at him. Anyway. Chelsea free kick. Humphreys. Kepa. High to the right-hand side. Looking for Aspi. Beaten to it by Cancelo. Heads it inside to Lewis. Phillips. Lewis. Hutchinson goes after Lewis. Keeps on possession. Back to Laporte. To Akanji. Akanji to Kyle Walker. Please don't be more than 2 minutes at a time, for God's sake. Akanji. Laporte. Plays it into the feet of Alvarez, who just steps off a defensive line. Now he lays it off to Kyle Walker. 30 yards from goal. Hall goes to meet him. Does well to force him backwards. Phillips. Akanji. Phillips. Walker. Calvin Phillips. Plays it square between Chelsea players to Laporte. Palmer drops deep to come and get it. 10 yards inside of our half. Inside to Lewis. Laporte. Palmer. Chelsea pressing now. All over top to Cancelo. Does well to win back possession. Koulibaly coming across with Alvarez. Alvarez. He's got a run at Palmer. Loose first touch because Aspi was after him. Conor Gallagher collects it. Finds Zakaria. It's actually Chuck Wemeka was there. Man City press goes all the way back to our defensive line. Humphreys plays it forward, looking for Hutchinson. Does well to hold off a challenge and finds Hall. Finds Humphreys. Finds Kepa being chased down still by Man City. 88th minute. They're still pressing in numbers. Chalobah high up the line looking for Fofana. He can't get there. But Man City can't either. Laporte plays it straight out of play. And Stevenage. We're now switching the coverage to Stevenage. We've got a penalty against Aston Villa. to make it 1-1, I think. And they score it, Stevenage. Anyway, back to Chelsea's coverage. And it's gone back to Chalobah, back to Kepa. Kepa left-hand side to Humphreys. Plays it forward to Chukwuemeka. Good ball. He's got a runner beyond him. Hutchinson. Left-hand side. Hutchinson up against Carl Walker and Lewis. He does well to turn away from him. Finds Conor Gallagher outside the penalty box. Gallagher shut down. So he has to go wide left to Hall. Byline. Back to Gallagher. Chalobah's asking for it square, but Gallagher goes back inside. Chukwuemeka. Chelsea got nobody in the middle. Now Fofana moves to the middle. Hall. No option. Plays a little ball inside to Gallagher to nobody. Stupid ball from Hall, to be fair. And now Man City come away with it. Lewis to Foden. Right, 90th minute. How many minutes added on? 2 minutes, thank God. Cancelo collects it. Back to Laporte. Inside to Akanji. Riyad Mahrez, or Walker, sorry. Akanji. Just walking pace. Chelsea half-hearted going to press. Gallagher goes now. Mahrez is man of the match. Looking at him rather than the actual play. Man City have got the ball away. They play it forward, but Koulibaly wins a header, but can only find Cancelo. And then Koulibaly comes over. Just launches it into the stand. Stevenage have now got a corner. Stevenage have scored 2 against Villa. Drilled bottom left corner. Oh, dear me. Anyway. Man City have got a throw in, believe it or not. 10 minutes inside, or 10 yards inside of our half. Foden, movement, collects it. Alvarez, lays it off to Carl Walker on the right-hand side. Chelsea laboured again coming out. Game's done. They got a runner now. Carl Walker beats Hall. Goes up against Humphreys. Does well. Humphreys to hold him up. Does really well. They play it back to Mahrez. To Foden. Trying to find Lewis. Does well under pressure. Calvin Phillips. Left-hand side, Cancelo. Trying to find Foden. It goes beyond him. And Alvarez collects it. Koulibaly goes after him. Plays it wide right to Mahrez. Mahrez, edge of our penalty box. Turns back round and goes back the other way towards his own goal to Walker. It goes back to Akanji. Referee, blow the whistle. Please blow it. Back to Akanji. That's it. It's all over. Thank God. We're in big trouble. Let's just say that. Big trouble. We don't score goals. Is it 20 goals from 17 games or something like that? We don't look like scoring. We look like players that are going through the motions, that have got no clue. They've got no style of play. You can only go on for so long being like this. Yes, there's a project in place. Yes, they're saying the owners, they back the manager. But my God, this is woeful. And we've got 3 days before we can prepare for the Fulham game this Thursday. Well, I'll be doing live match commentary. Again, God help us. But Chelsea are just a shadow of themselves everywhere. All over the pitch. Everywhere. There's no identity. There's no shape. There's no style of play. There's no attacking threat. There's no cohesion. There's no... They're not sharp. There's no press. There's no urgency. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. It really, really is. At least show a bit of fight. Show a bit of hunger. Show a will to win. There's nothing. And I don't even want to know what Graham Potter says. We're on such a run of form here, and there's no signs that we're going to do anything to change it. There really isn't any sign that we're going to change it at all. So, guys, as much as I want to stay on and just talk about how depressing this is, how I'll stay on for a little bit longer. So, subscribers, if you want to comment in chat, need to be a member. Just go to the channel homepage, click the join button. I just don't know what to think. I really don't know what to think. I really don't know what to think. Because the Chelsea in the past, the Chelsea that we know, the Chelsea that have got that spine, that Czech, Terry, Lampard, Drogba, they wouldn't stand for this shit. They wouldn't stand for a lack of effort. They wouldn't stand for no hunger and to take the game to teams. No fear. We are playing with fear at the minute. And it's just you give Man City too much space, you give them too much respect, they kill you. And that's what we've done for 2 games running. And today you've got De Bruyne, you've got Haaland, you've got Cancelo, you've got all those players on the bench. And we still play the way we play. And we still defend the way we defend. We still sit deep. We still don't create anything. And it's just embarrassing. And if Graham Potter comes out and says the second half was much better, it's crap. A lot of it is crap. It's woeful. It's shocking. I'm just at a complete loss for where we go from here. Todd Bowley and the owners, they need to understand here that we won't stand for it this long. The Chelsea supporters won't stand for this long. By any stretch. They must understand this. It's unbelievable. It's absolutely unbelievable. I just don't understand why this is. It's woeful, isn't it? It's just ridiculous. How on earth can we resolve this situation other than something drastic happening? Woodshadow, is this a regular Chelsea winter months expected? Change my view to bring the chat up here again. Chat up. Chat disappeared on me. Honestly, I'm not surprised at all by this. Todd and Eggbelly took a massive risk and it blew up in their faces. John, I'm off, mate. I can't take much more. No, I understand that. I do understand it. Thanks for the comments. Take care. No worries. Apologies, it was downcast, downbeat, but that's the way I feel. It's just woeful. It's just I just don't understand how it can continue like this. We can end up being mid-table this season with no European football. Maybe that's what they want. Then they can rebuild the team. Then they can go after the Premier League next season properly with no distraction. But this is Chelsea. We've gone from Club World Cup winners, cup finalists, Champions League winners 2 years ago to this shit. You just got a new recruit for me as well. Thanks, Jane. Appreciate it. Really do. I just don't understand where we go from here. Honestly, I'm just at a complete loss here as to what we do. I've cut the feed of I've cut the iPlayer coverage. I'm not going to sit and listen to that. I don't want to know what Graham Potter says. I really don't, because It's just you want to see something that you can recognise as a positive to take forward in a situation. There's no positives. And when I say you want to see something that you can recognise as something to take forward under Graham Potter and the way he wants to play, I can't see anything. There's no style of play. There's no shape. There's no team cohesion. There's no attacking threat. There's no creativity. 5. So what on earth can you be, as a Chelsea fan, how on earth can you be positive? How on earth can you be, for the long term, as it sits at the minute, how on earth is that acceptable for being... Now, one of my best mates, he messaged this earlier. He put, I saw the team, I didn't bother, clever, I'm learning. That says a lot, doesn't it? Saw the team, didn't bother watching. Because he doesn't agree with what Graham Potter's doing and some of the players he's playing, and I'm just beyond words, people. I really am beyond words. I don't know. That's the thing I really struggle with. Is we've all in our heads, every single one of us. I'm just saying stuff as it comes out my head. Every single one of us as a Chelsea fan has got our strongest 11 and our formation in our heads. What we personally believe to be. Now, yes, there's massive injuries in our squad. Yes, we miss big time Reece James and Ben Chilwell. Again, the two of them. Without them two, we're screwed, basically. Because we've got nobody else that can play out there and cover them. Simple as that. We miss the work rate and the energy of N'Golo Conte. We miss out-and-out attacking talent, natural instinct, attacking talent. We've got wingers that are two different people. Pulisic for America is outstanding for us, powder puff. Hakim Ziyech has had 2 chances to play in the last 2 games and show us what he did for Morocco. Non-existent, different player. Yes, it's a different game because you're playing Man City. You've got a lot more possession than we have. But he must know that he's going to get players up his arse as soon as he gets the ball. We play like we're shocked and surprised as to how Man City play. Forget the Arsenals. Forget your Liverpool. Man City is the benchmark. If you watch that game back or watch Man City play, they hunt and pack it like in numbers, in packs. 3 or 4 people go to press at a time, and they do it in a box formation. They do it. One goes, one's to here, and they've got 2 sitting here so they can try and cover off any out balls. They keep running and running and running. They close down the space. They win the ball high. Pep Guardiola, at 3-0 up, is animated with his players, demanding more because someone didn't do something he wanted them to do. Graham Potter, as I said to you, first half there, come out at 3-0 down and went, didn't say anything, sat back down. I'm just lost for words. I really am. I just really don't know where to go. I'm just sitting here thinking, I said to you a bit earlier on about your Czech, Terry, Lampard, Drogba, the core. Those 4 would not stand for anything less than desire, hunger, a will to fight. And they inspired everybody else around them. Who have we got that inspires us at the minute? Zakaria. For me. Zakaria. Thiago Silva. Apart from that, nobody else. And it's just... It just really, really, really baffles me. It really does, as to where we go, what we can do, how we can change it. What do we do? The formation. I mean, it was poor anyway before Man City. But Man City if you watch the commentary back from Thursday, the first half at half time, I was positive about the way we were defending. We were a threat going forward, and we looked like we were causing them some problems. And Guardiola wasn't happy with the way Man City played because he allowed us to dominate that game in the first half. And then you sit there and say, right, that's the base that we build from. On Thursday at half time, that's where we play second half. That's the base we build from. Let's be better. And what do? We look instead of make a tactical change Thursday. We don't react to it. We wait 25 minutes, panicking. They get their goal. Then we make a challenge, and it's too late. So today we come out with a team that's experienced, with a team that's only got 2 youngsters in it, with a shape, and we sit back again and allow Man City to come onto us again with their massive change in their team. And we don't do anything. We don't go forward. We don't have an attacking threat. We give away an inexperienced, naive challenge on the edge of the box from Mahrez, who played for it and won it. His free kick was outstanding. Kevin should have done better, but then again, not a lot of people have saved that. It's cold right inside the inside of the box or the goal, I should say. The second one, Kai Havertz goes up for a challenge like that and punches the ball. Doesn't physically punch it, it hits his hand rather than the Port's head. Gets called back by VAR, but who jumps up like that anyway? And then the third goal from Man City was outstanding. It's all about pass and move and create the space. And they did. They opened us up. They switched it from left to right. A man over, up the line, to the byline, or to a 6-yard box, pulled it square, wide open, left foot, 3-0. And then the penalty at the end from Koulibaly is just stupid. But we're a team that doesn't score goals. We got no attacking threat. We look like we're bereft of ideas. We got no identity, no style of play, nothing that inspires us. And apparently it's going to rumble on until they get it right. And that's not good enough for me. That's not good enough by any stretch of the imagination for Chelsea. So, Todd Bowley and your mates, you can spend all the money you want, but you've got to build a team. You can sit and study as much data as you want, but they've got to deliver. And you can sit and just be football manager with it, throw money at the problems, but you need to build a team. Maybe when everybody's fit, we'll have an identity. But today was just a training game for Man City. Man City v Chelsea used to be one of the hardest games of their season. We had their number. We beat them 3 times out of 4 2 years ago, including the Champions League final. Guardiola didn't have an answer for us. And that's all now changed. I just cannot believe what we're watching. I don't understand where we go. Like I keep saying, where do we go from here? Where on earth do we go from here? Further down the Premier League. Teams don't fear us anymore. We're easy. And that's the problem. Coming to Stamford Bridge, it was always a hard game at Stamford Bridge. You knew what you're going to be up against. Easy now to come up against us. And Graham Potter can make excuses as much as he wants, for as long as he wants. But yes, with the injuries, but we still got a team out there. We still got an 11 out there that has still got players that can deliver and should be delivering, but they're not. So it's just I'm just at a complete loss, people. I really am, as to where we go. What do we do? And it's depressing. It's been one of the most depressing commentaries I think I've ever done. And I'll be going shortly because I might come on and have a discussion later on tonight live. Open discussion, open up to all the subscribers about what's going wrong at Chelsea, how we fix it. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But if not, then I'm going to do a video, and the video will be out tomorrow. I'm going to put my little boy to bed, bath and bed. So I just can't It's just depressing. It depresses you and it affects you when you're away from it. Oh, it's just annoying. It's just thing is we could do so much better. Yes, the injuries have had a massive effect on us. I said it earlier. 5 players that are injured will be on our starting 11, maybe 6. But we just, even when we had those players fit, with Reece James in the team, it's much better. Shocking. Anyway, people, I apologise for being as I am, but I can't help it. I just say it how it is. I always have done, always will, and it's just boring. Again, we have no identity. We've got no style of play, no shape, no attacking instinct, no attacking threat, and we look bereft of ideas. And that was a training game for Man City, one of the easiest games I have this season. And it's Chelsea that turned up today. Chelsea. And we've watched that shit. So, apologies. I got to go. Try and enjoy the rest of your week. I'll be doing a video on the channel. Will be out. I'll get a video done tomorrow. And then it'll be live match commentary on Thursday. Chelsea v Fulham. God help us. Anyway, thank you, members, for your chat. Really appreciate it. Anybody else that's watching, the subscribers, if you want to get involved in the channel members chat on live match commentaries, you have to become a channel member. All you got to do is go to the homepage of the channel and click the join button. It's only £1 a month. That's all it is to be a member, and you can join in the chat on live match commentaries. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Sorry that it was as it was today, but what else can you do? Have a good rest of your Sunday. Forget about this crap. See you soon. See ya.